It's reaching that time where we are back again for some more COD Ireland action. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on into the stream. My name is Zepcast. You are here watching the COD Ireland League. We are moving swiftly on with the game tonight to what actually turned out is going to be our final game of the evening. We have two spectacular teams taking each other on here. We actually have the debut of an organization who has taken over the Beyond Legion side. A big deal if you didn't know. Did I say Coalesce? Why? I said this at the beginning of the stream. I can never say their name right. It like mental fogs. It just mentally fogs my brain. How do you say their name again? Why is my brain gone? I don't know, but we're here. Why can't I say? I literally can't remember my brain to say it, folks. When I say I've had a head frying day, I'm truly not saying it as an understatement. But you have the Legion side who have just been taken over by that organization that I am going to really try and figure out how to pronounce. Coalesce. But I had it earlier and I kept forgetting. Coalesce Legion. God damn it, I hope I remember that. Coalesce Legion taking on none other than the Order in Division 2A. It's Coalesce's debut as an organization here, taking over the already existing teams. They have teams across Division 2 and Division 1. So it should be super interesting to see how they fare out in this league. Super interested to see how the organization being backing them, being behind them, may spur them forward into being one of the top teams out there. And folks, for those of you who are wondering where all these teams are placed on the ladder, we will be getting that graphic ready for you soon. As I said, there's been a million different things in the background as we have been preparing for multiple different things that are happening with COD Ireland, but one of which is something that, again, we've talked about before, but let's show you again, ladies and gentlemen. Next weekend, not this weekend coming, but the next one, we have the Showcase LAN, Dublin Comic Con, March 15th, where COD Ireland will be featured at Dublin Comic Con. We are putting a Showcase LAN on for the day. It's either a best of 7 or best of 9, hasn't quite been decided yet. But we are bringing the LAN atmosphere to Dublin Comic Con, and we hope you'll be willing to join us. Two terrific teams that are playing in this one, both of which will be announced tomorrow. So do keep an eye out for that one if you want to see what teams are taking part in that display. Some truly top tier teams, if I do say so myself. So trust me when I say you are not going to want to miss that one. All right. Here we go. Let me just read this. What is being put in here? Okay. Folks, terrific game coming up. I am sure you are going to love it. I know I am. These two teams are going to be absolutely bashing it out. So it should be a whole lot of fun. As I am just being informed as well that I did tweet out on the COD Ireland page about the roster. The roster is in fact ever so slightly different, but at the end of the day, if people aren't going to give me the ads for their rosters, I'm just going to go with what I'm given. That's my job here. To try to get this stream is just being a disaster for me today in terms of also getting these things to work. There we go. I got that screen finally stretched out. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be getting this one underway as soon as possible. I believe is there a graphic issue? I'm not sure. Trying to spot it out. Again, folks, my PC's on the fritz. I'm getting it rebuilt this weekend, or maybe early next week as opposed to the weekend, because I'm casting this weekend. But hey, we will try to make do. The game is due to start in about 9 minutes, and we will be ready to go at that point. Should be no delays as far as I'm aware, so we have a bit of time. We have a bit of time to get into this one, build some hype. It is going to be a terrific series to watch between these two sides. Again, the pressure really is on Coalesce wanting to bring the action. So best of luck to them. They want to start off right now that they have bought into this roster. But of course, the Order are going to be looking to put them down in what is a very interesting map set. And if you don't believe me, let's get a look at it right here, right now. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the maps and the modes that we'll be playing in this series. Starting off with none other than a Hacienda, but for a hard point. You know, I was playing with a couple of mates earlier on today. I had a free hour amidst all the chaos that has been today, and they said something I think that was very astute in that, hey, this map is everyone's alright map. This is their alright map. This is the map they're happy with. You know, it's like, okay, Hacienda, not too bad. It's the middle ground map for many teams. So we'll see if these teams can take advantage of that fact. But of course, the map will always feature, and it's here. It's Vault, cropping its way in for a search and destroy. We've seen it once before tonight. We see it again. Will it be as much of a one-way street? We will find out. Charlie Cog coming in. Who is Coalesce? Coalesce are the organization that have bought into one of the Beyond teams, as Podlod managed to put there. Thank you very much for that, Podlod. That will go through quicker than me because of the 1 minute delay. So it is the name change. And ladies and gentlemen, map number 3, we will be staying on Vault for a little bit of control. So having a respawn and non-respawn on this map. If you're a fan of Vault, you're going to be happy with the way this one is laying out. And ladies and gentlemen, appreciate the follows that are coming through. We have Icarus, it's Optic, and Draco, and Mike also came in with the follow. I missed that one earlier. Appreciate all y'all coming on in to supporting COD Ireland, trying to create a place for the Irish players to play, to show off their talents. And we're hopefully going to have more tournaments and in-person events, as we announced earlier. For those of you who may be new here, again, I know a lot are new from the Coalesce side of things, so appreciate you coming in here, taking a look and seeing what we are all about. And ladies and gentlemen, if we go this far, map number 4, we'll be moving on to a protocol for a hardpoint. Protocol, a map. It's funny, as we're starting to see other maps pop up more and more, protocol seems to be a map that we're seeing less and less. You know, a map that teams just maybe aren't too happy with, a map maybe at risk of being rotated out, but for now it is in, and these teams are going to be looking to get gunny on it. Will they be able to? Because folks, if we go all the way, we stay on protocol for the search and destroy. So a double on this map and a double on Vault, and beginning with Hacienda, this could be one hell of a series when it comes to its map layout. So we will see how this one gets on, and let's get some hype in the chat for the order. Brinja on YouTube coming in as well with the first time chats and the hype for the order. You love to see it. Yes, we've been talking a lot about Coalesce, but let's not forget the order. Could they rain down on the opposition, cause an upset? We will see. But folks, those are your maps and modes for the proceedings that will be underway this evening. If you just missed it, if you've just tuned in, Hacienda hardpoint to begin, a double Vault for S&D control. And if we go that far, we will find ourselves for the remainder of the evening on Protocol. It'll be a terrific series to play this one. I like this kind of map variety. Like, I don't mind a 2-2. It's when I see a triple that I kind of want to jump off my nearest bridge. But should be a hell of an evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're as excited as I am to get underway with this one. Game number 1, bit of a bang out. OTG blowing out their opposition in a completely dominant performance. Now, could we see a more even one across the board, or one of these teams want to stake their claim as a team who wants to go all the way in this Division 2, perhaps pick up that prize pool? We will see. And just making sure that all these players know that they can send me the game code whenever we're ready, because we are ready to get underway on our end. Well, nearly, of course. You know that there does be issues with the old COD caster from time to time, so we will need to try and fix a couple of those. But ladies and gentlemen, we are very nearly ready to get underway, so I will take you over here for now, just as we get discussing what's going on. And ladies and gentlemen, I just want to know what you think you're going to see for this team. You have, or both of these teams, you have seen the maps of Hacienda, double Vault, double Protocol. Where do you see this one going? Do you know these rosters better than I do? What do you think they're going to be able to bring to the table? And who do you think is looking like that top team, that dominant team? Are we seeing two teams that are both kind of in the middle ground, or is one team, you know, really better than the other? Or is one of these teams really looking to go all the way in Division 2? I know Coalesce, with that organization coming in, they will be looking to do a job in every single place that they are playing. They do not mess about. But of course, with the order, they will be looking to do the same as well. Just because they're not exactly in it with an org doesn't mean that they're going to bring any less gunny, any less passion. It is going to be intense from the word go. As we will be hoping to be able to say go to this one very shortly, is Mr. KFD coming in with the Let's Go Coalesce. Appreciate coming in, showing the support as the viewers are trickling in. We are now at 750 followers, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much. Let's try and get that up to the 800 mark as we get ready to get into this lobby. We'll see if they're getting the lobby created. They all said that they'd be on time, so we'll see. We'll make sure to give these guys a little bit of a push. Push off the edge. As we wait for the game code to come in so we can get joined in and see what these teams are all about. And I'm loving it in the chat. We have mixed support. Support for the Order, support for Coalesce, but of course only one could come out on top this evening. And ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who also don't know, in the COD Ireland League Season 2 this season, the teams play each other twice in the group stage. So even though these teams are facing off against each other now and it's massive, one side will have the chance of revenge later on in the season when they get the chance to play up against each other again. This should be a lot of fun to see that one when it comes around. But for now, I want to see the storylines. I want to see who's going to come out on top. I want to see a pretty even affair. I would like us to stay beyond a map 3. I'd like it to maybe go to map 4 or 5. You know, take us all the way. Have it be intense. Again, we love seeing 4 of those teams when teams do particularly well, get a 3-0, making it nice and easy for them. But on the objective basis, on that sort of that blank slate basis, we just want to go in and we just want to see some great Call of Duty. So hopefully we get that in this game. Waiting for these teams to get underway. We will be getting underway very, very shortly. As the road to 1K, absolutely right, road to 1K is well and truly on. Over 1,000 people in the COD Ireland Discord, which you love to see. So we will hopefully see that similar number translate over to the streams very, very shortly. But ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere. We are going to make the final preparations to get ready. Game number 1 of Coalesce Legion versus the Order is about to get underway in just a couple moments. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're getting ready to get underway. Loading in to map number 1 between these two sides. Coalesce Legion versus the Order. Week 2 of the COD Ireland League in Division 2A heating up. Coalesce making their debut. Now looking to make it count with a sweet, sweet victory for them. The Order looking to answer back. Looking to make sure to upset their day and stake their claim as a top Division 2 side. Best of luck to both of these teams. We lock and load. Here we go. Starting on board with Icy for the side of Coalesce. What is this push looking like? Icy holding the angle. Getting taken out quite quick. The Order off to a good start in the wide angles, but Coalesce getting the initial time. But now the Order answering back with some time. They've been slaying out better so far. Zero. Cairo, I believe. Taking out one. Taking out the second. A strong player for the side of the Order. Will be looking to carry his team through. CPTM. That's actually CPT Misfit. Can't believe I only read it like that. But thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in. Ready for a Zepcast sneeze on stream, folks? I believe it's coming. Is it? No, and it goes. You see, I jinxed it. That was actually part of my trade. My trade secrets. Jinx the sneeze and it'll go away. But the Order on the point, but not for long. Icy talking about what's in his veins. Getting through the side, but quickly getting wiped out. After getting 2, though. Coalesce with 3. And big fights going around the back here. SBSR trying to push out the back spawns. He gets taken out by Obey, though, as Coalesce pick up a huge position. And so far between these teams, it's pretty neck and neck. The Order have been in with the slaying, but Coalesce have been there with the positioning and have made it count as Icy picks up 2 towards the mid. Rodent with 1. Coalesce are locking down this point as this Legion side have control of the remainder of P2. It now goes up to P3. Who can rotate better? Cairo up top. Picking up 1. Taking down Icy. The Order successfully locking down the rotations so far, but they haven't had a proper look at their map. The map sense not really there. Not recognizing Rodents. Has gotten all the way around the back. He's picked up 1. He's on a 5 streak, popping off with this AR. He's going to go around the outside. He'll pick up 1. Will he pick up the second? He does. And that guarantees him a Hellstorm. Nearly picking up the 3rd. But a massive flank to pick up the Hellstorm. And that could be massive later on in this game. Or will he use it early? SBSR Cyro all popping off with a couple of more kills. And the Order doing a great job on this hill so far. Got a little bit mixy with Rodent. Managing to get his Hellstorm at that moment. But doing the job. And Harkin coming with the follow as well. Appreciate it, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to support COD Ireland, you support Irish Call of Duty regional systems for COD, then please do consider following and subscribing if you can. Remember, if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to a Twitch channel of your choice monthly for absolutely free. As Obey on the point, trying to get as much free time as he can. Only 4 and 6. Very little engagements alongside Dreams. It's been Icy and Rodent doing a lot of the slaying out. Doing the hard work, the grafting for their side. While Obey and Dreams are the ones that are just happy to pick up the time. As the hype for Sire coming in. And that he is just gliding around the map. Obey gets ripped from the head glitch. As the Order are looking to get pushed up to contest this point. Coalesce on the point. Rodent picks up 2. Icy and Dreams. Coalesce They seem to be heating up a little bit here, off to a bit of a shaky start. They had a bit of a back and forth, but once Coalesce rotate to a point, they lock it down well. But it has to be said, the same can be said about the Order. Sween Beans, if he can pick up that KD just a little bit more, it can be a real threat for his side. But you can also say the same about Obey on the other side. But you do just have a player popping off in the likes of Rodent, with Icy not too far behind. That is being the real difference maker for their side. In a game that is neck and neck, all things considered, one player popping off can be the difference. But the Order trying to gain a lot of time back on P1 if they can. But we all know the rotations for P2 are the most important ones. And the Order have those spawns locked down. And they also are picking up kills, as Sween Beans picking up 3. Must have heard me talk about the KD. Massively offended, looking to swing that one back round rapid. Sween Beans now trying to get pushed out the back. Huge kill potentially coming in the spawn. They haven't checked the back properly. Rodent, does he know? He does. He picks up 1, and that's what you get for not clearing out a spawn properly. Half a job means that Coalesce will lock down the spawns, or nearly lock down the spawns, but the wipes came through the back quickly. I did miss that one. Well done to the Order. Regaining on the back well, meaning they'll now be able to get pushed forward. As Dreams picks up 1 SBSR, though, on the point. The Order trying to pull this one back, as they still have the spawns. And as we said, when they have the spawns, they do a good job as well of locking them down. Big help on the point, playing patient. With the second now, Cyro. Sween Beans picking up 1 as well. Cyro going to try and pick up the 3rd. He does. And the Order have pulled this one right back. Only 20 points in the difference. Going to be less by the time we move on to P3. This game 1 is neck and neck. And Dreams with 2, but gets taken out on you. 142 to 134. As Coalesce are on the point. Obey 6 and 16. But has a minute in time, trying to at least soak. A lot of the players on the side of Coalesce have time on the board. Everyone over 40, 3 players over 1 minute. A nice stat to see in terms of playing compact on the hill. The Order, it's a little bit more spread, but they still are making it work by keeping so close in the game, as they're watching each other's backs. Well, they're on the point, but they don't have the spawns. They're going to have to hold from front, and they don't read the barn push. Nearly managing to pick that one up. As Icy trying to break through, but the Order have collapsed in very tight together around the point for the defense. As Icy baits a player out. Great play. But with the Order holding the scrap, we will be going on to P4 with the Order ahead by 2 points. Actually not, it'll be Coalesce ahead by 1. The definition of neck and neck as we go into the back half of this first map. It's the Order going to try and break. Massive gunfights coming up. They caught them off guard. They pushed around the other side. Massive gunfights. SBSR cleaning up house, but just can't do enough. Literally the case of the last player. Just doing enough to get the job done. There's now Coalesce on the point, looking to push the angles out. It's a checkerboard kill feed, but one that Coalesce come on top of. And now, once again, trying to establish a little bit of a lead. As Obey picks up 1. Takes out the 2nd. And Coalesce are going to get themselves over the 200 point mark. Meaning that there will be just under 40 points in the difference as we return to P1. And the big question is, will the Order be able to regain? They've played decent on P1. They've held a good P2. But at this rate, they're going to have to do a perfect 1, 2, and 3. Or else Coalesce surely have enough in the back pocket to take this map 1. Obey with 1. Cheesy just locking down the point. But they're in trouble. But they do have the read of the spawns here, which could be massive. Cheesy's going to get overrun, and he does. But Cyro's on the point to pick up 1. Continuing to make it mixy. Making sure to play his life, but Obey going huge on that flank. Now going to be able to get on this point. And the kill coming in from Cheesy, who's going to try and lie down on the point. Huge too! 30 points in the difference. 208 to 181 and counting for the Order. But Coalesce have the spawns as Roden picks up one on the rotation. This is a massive kill, but the trades are there, or are they not? They're not. It is still Sween Beans in the back. He's in trouble, but his teammate's there to help him. And the Order, they've rotated immaculately. Coalesce, they got the scrap, but nowhere near enough. And now the Order will have spawns, but Coalesce may be able to keep them pinned in the back here, holding from front as Icy picks up 2. Coalesce get tight around this point, just 25 points needed. SBSR trying to help out his teammate, maybe put 1 on the back there. Huge 2. Keeping them off, but the spawns are going to flip. Look at Icy. A massive kill for Icy. Can he pick it up? He's made him weak. Surely the pinch comes in from SBSR. Collapsing onto the point, Coalesce realize that they could win it here if they just play the stack. And they do. Icy on the point. 10 points needed. Last push inbound. SBSR picks up 1. The push comes in, but they are nowhere rotated. The streak being huge for Coalesce. That should be enough. They can't get there. And Coalesce Legion come away with your map number 1. 250 to 102. Or 202. God, I really can't speak today. 250 to 202, neck and neck, until the death. For Coalesce, they did enough. And ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Map number 1 going the way of Coalesce Legion. A map that could have gone either way. The Order continued to make it scrappy. And now, as we move on to a Vault Search and Destroy, will the Order be able to play the regain, or will Coalesce continue to pop off? This series still could go either way. Fantastic performance from both of these teams, and I have a feeling for this series, we are just getting started. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We will be back with map number 2 in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, continuing the series, we move on to map number 2 for Vault Search and Destroy. This should be a banger. Best of luck to both of these teams as we get into this one. Who do you think will come out on top? Will it be Coalesce once again? Or will the Order have something to say? Here we go. Coalesce, they're pushing out quick. Trying to get straight into this site. Playing for the plant, 3 in already. The Order going to have to play for the retake in a 4v4. They're on the outside, they've gotten the peaks. Dreams picking up 1. He is weak though. Will the push come in? You do have Rodent on the full flank. Has he baited out his position? What a nade! That was Obey's nade actually. Sween Beans picking up 1 though, but now all that's left is Sween Beans in a 3v1. Coalesce have played the trades, they've played the plant. And looking like they may have done enough to come away with this first round. Sween Beans is going to be able to pick up 1. He's dancing around the site. No time to defuse. And he gets ripped in the end as Coalesce take round number 1. Moving swiftly on to round number 2. It'll now be the Order on the offense. It's going to be Cheesy with the bomb. And he's going to take it straight into sight. The Order also going for the plant. A rinse and repeat play. However, no one's watched his back. A freebie, but it is traded. Now at 3v2. The Order with a slight lapse of concentration, but are able to regain. Now a player up and may be able to hold on. Rodent and Dreams making life difficult though, and Dreams with a huge kill. Sween Beans, he's gonna pick up 1 throughout the mid. All that's left is Dreams. To try and work this break, he's gonna pick up 1. 20 seconds left. 1v1 on the side. Dreams at the pre-fire. He's gonna get ripped. And the Order are gonna take a round back. Blow for blow here. As we move on to round 3. Both of these teams looking to get a job done here. Massive kill coming in. Now on board with Obey, who gets ripped. Zyro with the 3. Hello. All right. Doing the damage. Apologies, folks. A technical issue on my side there. I'm trying to get fixed, but we move. Rodent with 1. This for the 1v3. Not going to happen. The Order pick up a huge round there. Massive round for them. And folks, this tech issue is annoying the life out of me. I believe I may have fixed it. My sincere apologies. As we move swiftly on to round number 4. The Order in the driver's seat. So it's once again their offense. Can they pull away? Rodent picking up a huge first blood. Icy with 1, Obey with 1, and the Order have been shot to pieces on their offense. Sweet Beans trying to pick up 1's going to rotate out. He couldn't even pick up the kill. He's going to go on the chase for it though, and it doesn't happen. A clean 4 down for Coalesce to bring it back. A truly tit-for-tat affair here as it's 2 for 2. We continue on. Round 5. Neither team really wanting to give an edge here. Both sides keeping it tight. Whenever one goes one way, it's answered the other way. But the plays remaining the same, continuous in towards this site. As it's a 3v3, they are going to go to get this bomb down still. But now a 2v3. All of a sudden, they're a man down and they are locked into this site together. They got to hold hands while the Order prepare to swarm, and they're going to pick up 1, meaning it's just up to Icy. But not for long. He quickly gets taken out. And that defuse is going to come in for Cyro. 5 and 3. A terrific start for him. The Order once again taking the lead, looking slightly the stronger side here when it comes to search and destroy. But Coalesce have always managed to answer back, but there comes a time where it can't be answering back. And it needs to be pushing forward. So we go onto the free cam. And we'll see the push. Gonna be down towards this A site. They're going to get rotated in. It's going to be intense. Here comes the fight. Rodent with 1. The trade's coming in though. Now 2v3. 2v2. They're not going to play for the plant just yet. They hold the angles. Big gunfights. So we go on board with Cyro. I'll figure out the pronunciation eventually. Not playing for the plant just yet, but they are locked down. Either which way they rotate, they will be spotted. So they have to get Mixie. Dreams at 1. It's all up to Cyro. He's not even able to pick up the 1. He thought he had the kill. 11-8 whiffy shots, I believe. He had it. And he stopped shooting. And if he had gotten that kill, there may have been a chance he'd have been able to get rotated out in time. But it wasn't to be. And Coalesce even it up once again in a round where the Order surely must feel like they could have had it. That was there to be the crucial round. But evened up again at 3-3. Coalesce get straight onto the site. They pick up the first blood. Are they going to pick up the second through the bait and switch? They don't. Cyro picks that one up. But Dreams with the trade. 3v2 now. Here comes the plant. But SBSR's it. He hasn't checked the bomb. He's in the room with you. He doesn't know. He is clueless. And Sweet Beans gets ripped. And Coalesce once again take the lead. As the Order seemingly completely forget about actually checking the bomb. Which completely unravels the push where they had the site broken. They had the round in the palm of their hands. And now Coalesce take the lead once again, going on to a round where they have consistently been managing to win out on their defenses now. Could this send them 5-3 up, or will the Order once again answer back and have us virtually nearly all the way going blow for blow in these rounds? SBSR and Rodent playing trades, picking up the kills, 3v3. The Order a little bit stranded here, which is not what you want to see. Sweem Beans is really relying on watching for this flank, and it may come through. Is Obey gonna bite the bait? He's gonna get ripped. Obey wasn't patient, leaving it all up to Cheesy, who's gotten one on site. And Cheesy's waiting. Oh my god, he's gonna catch the 2! He shot too early! He shot too early, and Coalesce Legion come away with a crucial round. That could have been the round for the Order if he had waited just a second longer, but the check did come in from Rodent. Rodent did look. Rodent would have spotted him anyway. I thought they just both ran past him, and if he just left it a second later till they were a little bit beyond, it may have been too much. We have the raid coming in from 95 TC. Welcome in, Raiders. Hope you are enjoying. And yes, there is indeed a score bug, as you can see at the top of your screen. Nothing that we could do on our end for that. But ladies and gentlemen, for those of you just tuning in, this is the COD Ireland League. As you can see in the title, crucial moment between these two teams. Coalesce Legion taking map 1, looking on to take map 2. And apologise for the lateness of all the responses and the chats and the recognition, as this is on a minute delay to protect the competitive integrity of the games, as Coalesce look to wrap it up right now in their organisation's debut in the COD Ireland League. Picking up a few kills here. Rodent trying to stay alive. It's a 2v4. The Order on the chase. Running out of lives. Running out of time. Picking up 1. But SBSR is going to have to go huge, but he gets ripped straight away. Now all up to Cheesy, who gets taken out. And just like that, Coalesce Legion take your map number 2. 6-3. And looking more and more likely that they will be able to come away with this series. But a huge map left that could determine that. As we get moved back onto the map mode screen there, folks, you could see Coalesce taking that one 6-3 in a map that could have gone neck and neck either which way, but going the way of Coalesce. And appreciate the follows coming in as well. Tara coming in with the follow. 93 TC, how we getting on? The points at Guinness, welcome in, my friend. And thank you very much for the first time chats as well, folks. COD Ireland, bringing Call of Duty 2 Ireland, bringing it to you, and we hope you're enjoying it. Icy Season coming in with the follow as well. Massively appreciate you. We are on the run to 800 followers, folks. And every follower counts. Every subscriber counts. If anyone is able to subscribe to support Irish COD, the running of leagues, tournaments and lands, all supported by you. But ladies and gentlemen, what a fantastic series we have seen so far. Coalesce just about taking that map 1. Just about taking that map 2. Getting the momentum at the right time, but now going on to a map 3, a swing mode. Still on Vault, but the Order proved they can play there as well. So this one still could go either way. Will Coalesce be able to 3-0 on their organization's debut, or are the Order going to start the reverse sweep? Make sure not to go anywhere, folks. We'll be back for map 3 in just a second. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're turning to Vault for the final time this evening for a little bit of control. Coalesce, enjoying this map before. Picking up the victory 6-3 in the search and destroy, but on respawn, it's an entirely different beast. Who will be able to tame it? Ladies and gentlemen, best of luck to both of these sides. An immaculately entertaining series. Could it come to an end here? Let's find out. We start on board with Rodent TTV. As the nades go straight onto B, and it's a very, very split push here from Coalesce, which is a bizarre one to say the least. And Cyro happily going to pick up the kills in the mid. They now kind of converge more towards the point, but Rodent being pushed back, Cyro with the kill. And now could the Order be looking to try and get the spawn trap going, as he is moving different with the 4. A massive 4-piece. Cheesy picking up 1. And he rotates back out with his life. Coalesce Legion have pushed the spawns, or the Order, forgive me, have pushed the spawns out towards ammo. But Dreams manages to pick up that one, stem the flow of Cyro, who had a terrific start. SBSR, Sween Beans for 2. Dream trying to pick up 1, but it's SBSR. And the Order are dominating things to begin with. 20 to 26 on the live count already. They have Coalesce pushed quite back. Not a spawn trap just yet, but as close as you can get to one, as they're struggling to get out of their side of the map towards that A point. But Coalesce picking up a couple of kills now. It's giving themselves a road in, but they have to make it count. Meanwhile, though, Sween Beans, he's caught some actually awful timing for himself. It was nearly great timing, but didn't work out his way. As now, Icy on the point, going for the cap, but Cyro has had a phenomenal game. And Rodent trying to get towards the point, but 10 seconds left. Will he make it in time? Icy will, but he'll need to be able to pick up the kills, and he can't. The Order have this one locked down. Back onto A. Only 1 tick gone. Coalesce, they can't get anywhere near the point. It's all up to Obey. He gets wiped. And the Order take an immensely strong round 1 with only 1 tick going the way of Coalesce on their offense. Cyro popping off with these kills, diving out the window. Have some omni movement. Coalesce Legion needing to make the comeback, as they very much felt the force of the Order that round. The Order now to go on the offense. 4 lifer season with the follow. Thank you very much. Appreciate you coming in for the follow, supporting the COD Ireland League and the teams taking part. As Rodent with the phenomenal nade off the rip. Cheesy with the push. Icy picking up the kill. And it's a checkerboard kill feed. But Icy picking up another. They are keeping the Order pushed off. But Cyro picks up 1, 12 and 4, carrying his side through this map so far. Rodent slaying out with that AR, but gets picked up. As Icy just guarding this B site. And it is becoming incredibly standoffish. Both teams wanting a wave of kills first, but the Order have to make the move towards the point. Sween Beans with shaky shots. How's your bottle? Not the best. We've all been there. Or well, I've been there. That's certainly my shots half the time. Is Dream sitting up top, waiting for a chance. 1 tick through for the Order. Tied for ticks already. But lives not looking the best for the Order here, as they have been struggling, and now you have the Rodent pushing them out. But he's going to get picked up. The Order recognized his position and got the job done quickly. Ghostface Gaming in with the follow as well. Massively appreciate y'all. The support coming through with the follows means a lot to us here at COD Ireland. Cyro 1. Second tick gonna come through for the Order. It's a teammate kill though. It's not what you want to see. Icy, Rodent cleaning up. Running out of time now, the Order. They need to get onto this A site. They will have time for 1 last team push, but it's got to be Route 1 if they want this cap. Icy, it's checkerboarded. It's back and forth. It's a 2v2 on the point. Sween Beans, he has to pick it up, but he can't. SBSR, he's going to have to dive on. He won't be able to make it. And Coalesce answer back with a round of their own. But the Order picked up 2 ticks. So we are at a 2-1 count, meaning that the Order would be able to secure defense on the final round if it came to it. And judging by how this series, this map, this mode is playing so far for these teams, they will both very much want to be on that defensive side. So Coalesce, the Legion side, once again on the offense, will want to try get a large number of ticks, or they are in big trouble. Obey has not been at the races here. 4-11. He has been shut down. Gonna need to pull in a huge round here. Rodent with the push. Straight on the point. He spotted one. He gets taken out. Syro and Cheesy played that one well. As Syro already getting pushed out with the spawns, and the Order on the defense just seem to love to play this map. This is their realm. They look confident. Syro freely moves up the middle. He's behind 2. He's on the chase. He gets baited into teammates, though. That's terrific from Coalesce, who now will be able to get some ticks on A. They have them pushed back. Icy trying to stay alive here. A teammate, that's not what you want. Icy picks up 1. He can't pick up the second. Cheesy's weak now. 2 pushing in the front. Rodent's going to have to go huge, but he doesn't. Cheesy with 2. And only 1 tick at A before that progress is cleared. They had nearly a 4 down. They chose not to stack. And they may have just paid immensely for what is a mistake, but the Order doing very well to break in from what was a dangerous position. And now cleaning up on A. 18-21. 35 seconds left to go. Coalesce have to start from square one again. They need to get pushed out. 2 huge kills, though, from Rodent means they can get moved up again. Can they collapse in on the point? Rodent knows where he needs to look. This is a huge gunfight, and he wins it. Rodent, his life here has been huge, but not big enough. Coalesce, they're going to need to get far more ticks, or else it's virtually done for them in this map, as they have not been able to make a dent on the offense. They need to, at the very least, cap A, but that's not going to happen. They're getting wiped. Icy's on his own, trying to do nothing more than really stop the clock, but now Coalesce risking being spawn trapped here as the Order lock down against this opposition. No way back onto the site on time unless they rapid these kills. Icy with 1. Can he go huge? Dreams at 1, but Cheesy locking it down, in the Order taking round number 2 for themselves. Round number 3. Making it 2-1 now. And alarm bells surely have to be ringing from this point on, because the Coalesce side only have 2 ticks. They are already just tied with the Order. Meaning that if the Order gets so much as 1 tick, they are guaranteeing defense in the final round. And even may have it anyway, unless the slaying numbers tell otherwise. Coalesce versus the Order. This is where the series has been shaking up. Obey only picking up 1 kill in the last round. Really struggling here, Coalesce. They will have no choice now, you would think, but to win an offense. As I just take a look at those KDs, and there is a stark difference. It will have to be an offensive round win for Coalesce here. And they may even lose it here if they're not careful. The Order were feeling themselves that last round. If they can carry that into the offense. With Dreams at 1, managing to stay alive. He is being pushed, and he does get taken out. As the Order thriving on aggression here. As Syro picks up 2. 25-12, slaying out for his side. The Order very much looking like they'll be able to take this one to a map number 4. Syro tried to cap this B site. SBSR, Sweet and Beans picking up kills. That's at 3. Rodent the last alive. Syro going to try and make short work of him, and he does. Now on a 4 spree, 27-12. He has been slaying out. Another kill. On a 5. Doesn't make it a 6. Coalesce, they hang on. 2 ticks at B. Defense guaranteed for the Order. 17 v 17. Rodent beginning to get pushed up, trying to get Coalesce pushed back. And take us on to the final round. Will there be one last hurrah on the offense for the Order as we watch Rodent sail through the bottom of the map? Truly majestic as that round ends with Coalesce taking it, but the nail practically already in the coffin here as we move on to a map 5, or a round 5. For Coalesce, surely based off previous form on this map, will not be able to make a dent unless they get off to a terrific start. In of itself, questionable, given how well the Order have been able to start off on this map every single round. And here we go with the final round of this map, number 3, on Control. IC 25 and 17 and Obey 8 and 23. Stark differences across the team. The Order been a little more consistent, with Cyro popping off 28 and 15. And he already is getting pushed up on that flank. He is just free flowing on this map. It's a checkerboard kill feed, but one that once again you would think the Order will come on top of, but no! Rodent, huge too! Is this a lifeline that they needed? Ticket half gone at B. He needs to rotate out. He can't. The push is coming in, but now Coalesce can get pushed up. They're continuing on this. B, 2 ticks gone. Cheesy gets wiped out. Coalesce with another clean feed. 2 on the point. Surely get this B captured, and they do. 25 to 22. What are we seeing here as the Order give up the B point? And we've seen them lock down A well before. And Coalesce have no choice but to win this offensive round. So still a lot to do, but you couldn't have asked for a better start. 20 v 20, just under 2 minutes on the clock. And Coalesce just have to make the hits at A as they're going for the picks before settling themselves towards the point. Obey with 1. The Order have been stunned. They're here, there, and everywhere. Cheesy just picking up an angle though, going massive towards that mid. That was a huge kill. He makes sure to stay alive as well. Rodent picking up another. Rodent has had a massive, massive round so far. Pivotal player in picking that B. The Order floundering, but trying to lock it back in. Cyro still popping off. 31 and 19. Trying to rotate around. Chase that underground. Massive gunfights going on up top, where it's once again Rodent who wins 1. He will get traded out by Cheesy. Obey with 1. Trying to pick up the numbers here. At least be a body on the point. IC with 2. They're gonna play the stack. Have Coalesce just robbed this game? It's all up to Cheesy. He's gonna need to go huge. He picks up 1. He nearly picks up 2, but he can't. The trades. They're in for Coalesce, but Sweet Beans with 2. IC trying to get pushed through. He gets 2. He's gonna need to get the 3rd though, and he doesn't. 9 v 6 though. The Order, they're running out of lives. 1 minute left to go. 8 v 6. The lives will come into it. Rodent trying to stay alive, but he gets taken out. The Order have bunched up together. They've made the right play, but 7 v 5. This is massive. Thank you very much for the follow as well, Miss Bats. Appreciate you. 7 v 4. The Order don't even have a set of lives. It's 7 v 3. Coalesce may have just robbed this one. Ladies and gentlemen, from the brink, the Order so close to pulling this one back. And now, just like that, it is all over. Holy moly, is all I can say. As Coalesce, from the ashes, from the depths of despair, take this series 3-0 by taking the map 3-2 in a completely unprecedented against the run of play fashion. That was insane. As folks, there you have it. 60 of you tuned in to watch Coalesce Legion, their debut in the COD Ireland League, steal that map number 3 from the Order, who had it neck and neck in map 1, neck and neck in map 2. Despite what the 6-3 may tell you, the Order were looking very strong in that map as well. And then the vault control looked all but theirs. But Coalesce Legion had the fight, and they were able to take a crucial offensive round. But so much credit to the Order, who fought all the way themselves. And I genuinely think on a different map set, on a different day, a few different gunfights go their way, they come away with the victory on almost all of those maps. The Order were phenomenal. The series could have gone either way. A 3-0 does not tell the full story. But Coalesce coming out on top. A massive congratulations to them, who are looking strong in this division. What a series of both of those teams. Congratulations to Coalesce Legions. Commiserations to the Order. That is what we love to see. The hype in the chat as well. PXT Ornaments coming in with the first time chat. Let's go. How do I get in on these leagues? Lol, League 2 is already well underway. We may be taking a break from leagues before we go into the Season 3. Current talks, the plans are to run a tournament season where we will do a couple of tournaments and also potentially a tournament in Warzone before rounding off with a third and final season in the Black Ops 6 game towards the summer, making an elongated summer tournament where everyone can have fun. But those are just the early talks. We may go straight into a Season 3. We're not sure yet. But those are the talks of the plans, folks. Coming in, showing the hype. Super Sick 58 with the first time chat as well. Absolutely love to see it, ladies and gentlemen. What an immaculate series you just after seen. Ignoring my hair, please do ignore it because it is all over the place. But feck it, it's just the static, it's the electricity from that game. The atmosphere is literally electric. Look at me, it's like I've been shocked. As that truly was a shocking result towards the end for Coalesce Legion, managing to pull that one back. I mean, just such a crazy game, such a fantastic series to watch. And what was amazing about it, again, is something that we talked about, is that that could have been the Orders any day of the week. A 3-0 to the Coalesce Legion side by no means that they were the stronger team throughout the entire time. And I, for one, cannot wait for the rematch against these sides later on. And these two teams, I'm sure, will be facing off against each other at some point in the playoffs as well. One of the most highly contested, most entertaining series to watch, even though it was a 3-0, is one of the more entertaining series to watch throughout the course of the COD Ireland League season. And I'm seeing you looking for the Discord there. Not to worry, there's no command for it, but I will put it in right here now. Granted, it's a minute late by the time you hear this. It'll already be in by the time you actually hear this. But where is it? Why can't I find the link now? You would think I'd know how to do these things. Let me get the Discord link in. For those of you who want to join in the Discord to check out more COD Ireland action, the link is there for you. Do please make sure to go and check it out. And ladies and gentlemen, before we go, I've got two things I want to show you. Two things, all right? So first of all, I want to talk once again about the fact that March 15th, COD Ireland is going to be at the Dublin Comic Con. So please do make sure to come check that out. We're running a showcase LAN between two teams. The two teams we will be announcing tomorrow. So do make sure to keep an eye out for that. And I want to show you guys a little something that I got sent by none other than Emerald Corp. The images of something that is on its way. Where is it? I want to copy. Let me see. Can I get it pulled up? I will try to get it pulled up. So folks, let me see. Actually, no, I can't pull it up that way. Bear with me, folks. I'm getting it done. So I want to pull this over to one side. We open up the images. Look at what we got for you here. Look at what I've ordered for myself. None other than the COD Ireland jersey. The first ever COD Ireland jersey on its way to myself. For those of you that are interested in a COD Ireland jersey, this is what it's looking like so far. I will get to see it in person very, very shortly. It is on its way to me. That is the front. And this is the back. Zep77. My old username used to be Zeppelin77, a homage to the original name that I used. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to support COD Ireland, you want to rock this, then please do consider taking a look, picking one up. You're going to love it, folks. It is honestly great. It seems like a really great jersey. Looking forward to getting my hands on it. And we would really appreciate the support for COD Ireland, for Emerald Corp, creating Irish esports apparel. New on the block. Go check them out. Give them support. The link will already be up for you by the time I get it posted. But the link is going up. Where is it? Where's the Twitch? Why can't I find it? Where am I? What is this? Who are we? There it goes. There we land. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to check out the COD Ireland jersey, then make sure to go to that link and pick one up. And they aren't even expensive. $48.95. Great price for a great quality product. As I'm going to get this graphic back where it was. Or I actually don't even need to. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? I don't know when the next time we're going to be live is again, because of the things happening next week. So ladies and gentlemen, what is going to be happening next week? We'll hopefully do another stream next week. However, I cannot guarantee it, as we may be knee deep in prep for the LAN. So I will let you know if a stream happens. Make sure to keep an eye on our Discord, keep an eye on our socials. The stream will be happening on a Wednesday. It will not be happening on a Thursday, because I could be in Dublin on Thursday having to prep the machines for the Saturday. It just might be the way that the cards lie, but I will let you know. Again, keep an eye on the Discord, keep an eye on the socials. We're going to leave it there, folks. So thank you all very much for watching an immaculate series that we have seen between Coalesce Legion and the Coalesce organization debut, as they have taken over the Beyond Legion squad against the Order. A 3-0 victory that could have by all means gone all the way, or even gone completely the other way, with the Order looking incredibly strong throughout the entirety of it. Thank you very much for tuning in. We hope to see you in the Discord, hope to see you on socials, and hope to see you back on the stream the next time we run. Until then, take care. Peace.